Today falls the 33rd death anniversary of the great apostle of non-violence called Badshah Khan. Badshah Khan had always been a part of my memory, right from the day when I first saw him in 1962 at Karachi when I was a student of 8th class. A friend of mine told me that Badshah Khan is proceeding to England for the purpose of health, and let's go and bid him farewell. I, without knowing as to what Badshah Khan was and as to who Badshah Khan was, but for the reason that I was invited, so I just accompanied the friend to Karachi airport. That was the moment I couldn't just forget, and it's a part of my memory, when I saw a small Morris cab entering the parking area of the Karachi airport. At that time, the Karachi airport was a very small place. And when this small Morris cab stopped, I saw the glimpse of a man who just came out from the rear seat, and besides me and my friend, there were some other people also who moved to this personality called Badshah Khan. Badshah Khan, and the glimpse of him which I had at the time, that is a part of my memory, and I cherish over it right from the last 60 years. But anybody can ask me a question as to what is the reason that Badshah Khan is a part of my memory. Was there anything special in Badshah Khan? My answer to these people who ask me the question is that, well, Badshah Khan has already been a part of my memory, and I am proud of it, and I have given it a very serious thought, but still I feel inclined to the great giant, the non-violent freedom fighter of the Indo-Pak subcontinent. Badshah Khan is not the name of a person. Badshah Khan is the name of a philosophy. Badshah Khan is the name of the initiator of the non-violent movement. Badshah Khan, I feel, and what I take Badshah Khan to be is that I don't regard Badshah Khan to be a politician. I don't even regard him to be a statesman. I regard and take Badshah Khan to be a great visionary who could foresee events well ahead of its happening. And this was the basic quality of Badshah Khan that I have found in him. From that day, I just became a disciple of a Badshah Khan, and then this personality of Badshah Khan I have always admired right to this day. And besides, Badshah Khan had so many qualities because I have been very close to him, and as such I will just say a few words as to the instances through which Badshah Khan and I saw as to they are a part of my memory. You know, once most probably it was in 1983 that Badshah Khan was on a visit of district Swabi, and he had a night stay with me at my village. After having a dinner, Badshah Khan asked me for a cup of green tea. I rushed and I just brought the green tea to Badshah Khan. It was winter season, most probably it was the month of December. And many people were just sitting around Badshah Khan. And when I brought the tea and I just poured that tea into Badshah Khan's cup, Badshah Khan added sugar to that cup. And he stirred the spoon in the cup, and when the tea was sweetened, he just took the cup and he just handed me the cup, and he told me that first of all, you just give this cup to this General Saab who is sitting over there. The general by the name of Janus Khan, he was a bit reluctant to take the cup, so Badshah Khan said, General Saab, take the cup. For if I am Badshah Khan, it is for the reason that I have got friends and companions like you. This is what I have seen Badshah Khan, who has practically displayed such like etiquette to those friends who were with him. A few words on the Khudai Khizmatkars, who were the creation of Badshah Khan, and who all those long years passed through the agonies, through the harsh treatment of the colonist before the partition. And I am sorry to say that makes me very sad that after they have rendered such like valuable sacrifices for the freedom movement when independence was declared, the same treatment which they were meted by the colonist, this Pakistan, again the same treatment was meted to them, irrespective of the sacrifices which they have made. And Babra is something of the nature that is known to everybody. Today I feel that for the basic and specific reason that the 20th of January falls, and it is an occasion, it is a moment to remember not only Badshah Khan and not only the Khudai Khizmatkars, but to all the rest of the friends who were a part of the sacrifices. And no doubt, I feel that had the government of ours accepted the very offer of Badshah Khan which he has given to them in the Legislative Assembly of 1948, and he admitted that no doubt I was against the partition of the subcontinent, but now as Pakistan has been created, I just offer my services to Pakistan. But these people, these dwarfs at the helm of affairs, they did not have any worth of this an offer of Badshah Khan. So Badshah Khan, the very man who is an internationalist, they have lost Badshah Khan, they have lost the philosophy of Badshah Khan. They have, for just selfish ends, they have exploited, and they have just, in a way, affected their own self. What Badshah Khan stated, he stood to it. What the philosophy of Badshah Khan was, that is proved in the long run of the play. He was the person who had said that what the Pakistani government is playing in Afghanistan, this is something which goes against their interest. It is a fight between Russians and Americans, and then we see that what he said in 1979, that become true, and everybody can understand that the philosophy of Badshah Khan is non-violence. And let me add one point again before I just close this few words which I have stated in his honor, that the philosophy of non-violence of Badshah Khan has of prime importance in the present time, because if we follow the policy of Badshah Khan, that is the only way out for not only Pakistan, Afghanistan and the rest of the people. In the end, I just salute Badshah Khan and the Khudai Khizmatkar. Thank you.